Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My channel. All right, y'all. Thank you for your love, support, subscribes, likes, comments. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for your personal reading requests. I'll get those into you, the ones that email me. All right, $30, 3 questions. Hit me up. All right, I'll get you a good personal reading. I'm running that special till I don't know when. We'll just see. All righty. I got a new deck today. The Urban Tarot. All right, so let's just see what comes out. You know how I like to just see what comes out. Get the overall energy. This is just a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit. Not every message in here is for you guys. If infidelity comes up, it doesn't mean your man is cheating. It doesn't mean go get a divorce the next day because you listened to a tarot reader. All right, y'all, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, all right. All right, Holy Spirit, please give us precise, honest, direct messages for their highest good. All right, let's see what is going on, my loves. Yo, sorry I didn't get a lot of readings in. I have to study. I have a test coming up in April so I can get my license. Not my driver's license for my job. It's just another license. Yada, yada, yada. I have like 7 different licenses in my job, but I'm studying for another one, so can't get on here as much as I like. And with my kids, my full-time job, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I do what I can, okay? So thank you all for being so patient, okay? And I hope this message is wonderful and it gets out there, you guys. To all the people that need it. And I hope that it helps you on your beautiful journey. All right, let's see. I'm going to take this card because it fell out during the shuffle here. Why? Why? High Priestess in reverse. And why the heck is this High Priestess when it's in the upright? It looks like a girl in the tub. Someone needs to take a bath. Someone could not be tapped in. You know, the High Priestess in the upright is someone who holds esoteric knowledge. She's very intuitive. She, you know, is very wise, you know, very spiritual. This is the opposite. This could be a dark witch, dark warlock. But it could be someone whose intuition is a little closed off. Maybe, and this could be male or female. Maybe someone is not seeing something, and maybe somebody needs to take a shower. Maybe, maybe someone's so busy watching you on social media that they haven't taken a shower. Yo. I'm telling you, new decks tell a whole different story. Because this is someone who's in the bath with like lavender petals and, you know, it's like maybe someone would benefit from taking a bath, okay? I don't do all those spiritual bath, Epsom salt, whatever. If you are into that, it might help someone. But maybe someone needs to take a warm bath. It's like someone might be why am I getting like someone is so busy watching you that they haven't even taken a bath? That's what I'm getting. Like they're not even focused on themselves. They're focused on you or something. But let's just see what this is. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? We got pleasure in reverse. Someone's not taking a bath because they're they're not even doing it. We got the Star at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Someone could feel like a failure here. Okay, what is going on? Someone could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius here with the Star, with Swords. It could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with failure. I don't even know. What is this? The 7 of... Seven could be relevant. 9. 17 could be relevant. 8 could be relevant. Even like this Star too. This is, yo, it just fell in my lap in the reverse. Somebody is like, why am I getting like a fallen star? Yo, like I'm getting a fallen star. Not like a fallen angel, but someone that could have been a star that is falling from grace here. Fallen star here. Like someone is all up in their head. Someone feels like a failure. Someone could have treated you cruel. Someone you're not sleeping with anymore. And someone that needs to take a damn bath. Yo, I just feel like someone is just incomplete. It's just dwindling. Like, even this High Priestess, like, if it was in the upright, it looks like a drunk person taking a bath with some wine. Which just sounds relaxing. Someone isn't relaxed. Someone isn't taking a bath. I don't think someone's actually getting it on either. I don't think someone's being intimate. This could be your energy. You could just feel like your world is crashing down and you feel like a failure here, and you're in the Knight of Swords, you're in a nightmare, and it's really taking a toll on you. Your job, your hygiene, your intimacy life, to say the least here. Okay. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? The Prince of Wands in reverse. Everything's in, like, this is someone who's like a, this is called the journalist, ironically. It's like someone is just, to me, this would be like the Page of Wands. In reverse, this is... What the... Like, someone's not even messaging you. They're, you know, Wands have to do with creativity, you know, and it's like this person isn't even... When it comes to even the series of Wands, it's not the Knight, it's the Prince. But it's like this person is failing in all aspects. This person isn't reaching out. This person isn't showering. This person, I don't even think this person is whacking off. Oh my God. And with this this is probably like the 8 of Pentacles, but it looks like someone is spying and just watching and watching and watching and not doing anything. Someone is playing a game. Someone is playing a game. The Game Master. Someone could be a master manipulator. This is a Knight of Swords. Someone could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Every single sign is out here. I have no reason to mention any more signs. I probably will, but there's someone who's playing a game here. This could be a game of cruelty. But whatever game they played, it looks like they lost. Someone, you could have been dealing with somebody who was playing a game with you. You see the chessboard? This person was playing a game. And it was a cruel game. All right, with cruelty there. And it failed. They did not win this game. This is ironic. You see how it says 9-7? 9-7. My birthday, September 7th. Someone's birthday could be September 7th or July 9th. Or in September or in July. 8. Someone's birthday could be in August or on the 8th. But somebody played a cruel game. What game were they playing, Holy Spirit? I feel like someone has given up. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords, the painter. You know, in the Queen of Swords energy, this is someone who sets boundaries. This truth speaker, this could be some truth, and you got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is the truth. Swords, there could be some deception here. One could be relevant. Someone could be born in January. This could have to do with someone's money. Just because I see the Ten of Pentacles, I see wealth. What's underneath this? Okay, and the Two of Swords. Four of Swords. What is this? This could be, the Four of Swords here. Someone could want to call this truce. Like, it's like you have the Queen of Swords in the upright and the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like I'm getting complete polar opposite energies. Someone was playing a game with someone. You don't play a game with the Queen of Swords. If y'all are new to tarot, welcome. The Queen of Swords is on no bullshit. She is the energy that you do not play with. It doesn't matter what sign you are. It is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's someone you don't play with. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in the upright has to do with truth and clarity. You know, and aces have to do with new beginning or whatever. It's like someone is not getting a new beginning with this Queen of Swords. There's going to be no action. There's going to be, it's like, someone brought a water gun to a gunfight. You got a knight that kicked this king's ass. You see, that's a knight. That is ironic because this is, no, this is the Knight of Swords. I was going to say that's the Knight of Swords rider. This is a very fast energy. Okay? Someone wants to come in, but if they come back in, they're still going to be lying, you guys. They're still going to be lying. They're playing a game. And you're the Queen of Swords. You got your boundaries set. You're not going to fall for this. This is like, I'm going to say, this person came back with a lie and it was a failure. They could have already tried to do this, or they're going to try to come back in. They're thinking, look at the magnifying glass. Okay, I got to be strategic here. This is not the Three of Pentacles here. This is the Eight of Pentacles. But this is someone who's spying, looking at a magnifying glass. Something they can't see with the naked eye. High Priestess in the reverse. Something they can't see. This person can't see your... I'm getting like this person is... How do I say this? A Knight of Swords and a Queen of Swords is not a match. Okay? It's like this person is almost disrespecting someone's intelligence by lying and playing a game where they can't win. And that's why they want to call it truce here. And they failed. Because it's so ridiculous. Maybe these games... Okay, maybe you met somebody. Y'all started dating. And they played the same old tricks but on a new trainer. And this shit fucking failed. You know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but what if you had a new trainer? All right. And it's like this person played a game. Like they could have played games with knights. If they had a Knight of Wands, another Knight of Swords, you know, a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Pentacles. This game would probably work. But they brought this game, this chess game, to a chess master. All right? It's like going on the stupid game of chess and you just being an intermediate. You just being a freshman. And you go up against a senior in college. I'm just going to say this is freshman. This is 12th grade. 9th grade, 12th grade. That's what I'm getting here. And they thought they could one-up you. Or they thought that they could come back with lies. They came back with lies. And you saw right through it. And that's why you set boundaries. All right? It's nuts. It's like you got kindergartner teacher here. Like this isn't kindergarten here. I'm getting kindergarten teacher versus professor in college. It's really weird. This person played a game with someone who was grown folk. All right? It was like, and maybe this is a good thing because it's going to teach this mangina, all right, could be a feminine energy who's playing games. A princess of diaries, a kindergartner teacher. All right. To grow some balls or grow a vagina. Grow some hair on your vagina. All right. Like, it's so weird. It's like someone wants to come back in, or somebody did come back in with lies again. And that's not gonna, and that's why you have failure here. That's why this failed. It was on a faulty foundation. You know, it's like, you know, the Lord talks about on a house built on the Lord, and God is the truth. And what is built on the truth, you know, doesn't fall. But this was built on lies. Ace of Swords in reverse. So with this being built on lies, this will crumble. The only way this connection will ever work is for this person to come to you face to face and tell you exactly what the hell they did. Because if they have to come back with a lie and a game and it works, you're at this person's level. If this person has to come back with a lie, they're not ready to grow the hell up, especially with the Queen of Swords. It's not going to work. A Knight of Swords and a Queen of Swords, you can't come to a Queen of Swords lying. Maybe this person came in and said they didn't have sex outside this relationship. They could have. Maybe they were dibble-dabbling with the High Priestess in reverse. A Dark Witch. Dark Warlock. Star in reverse. Maybe they were being quite cruel with you and tried to attack you somehow, and it was a failure. And now they want to call it truce because they know you're going to checkmate their ass. All right? Because you're the game master here. They try to be the game master. You see this triangle here? Someone could be part of a Masonic lodge here. All right, so this is how we're going to play, right? They wanted wealth. All right, they're not going to get that wealth. Why? Because they failed at whatever this was they were trying to do. They only got the 9 of Swords. And even the 10 of Swords, I wouldn't be surprised if it came out here. This person played a game. They made an impulsive action, a quick decision. You could have had to rest and recover from this. Someone could have a hamster. For other of you folks, this person's third eye was shut. They couldn't see things for what they were. You know, I came across something that said, I think I shared the post, but it was something like, you know, you don't have to play, you won't have to play games with the right person. And it's like this person, this probably worked on multiple people to get them in the bed. But ironically, this is pleasure in reverse. You're not getting pleasure from this. You're not going to jump into bed with someone who plays games. You're just, this is a turnoff for you. You think this was cruel. Whatever little Game Boy they were trying to play, it was cruel. And it failed. All right? You could be going into the 10 of Pentacles because of this. You know, you could be coming out of the Star in reverse after this 9 of Swords in your back and this failure. And then you got Bullseye here, but it's like they missed the mark. It's so weird here because it's like they played a game with the wrong person. Because they couldn't see who you were. The High Priestess in reverse, they couldn't see who your value, your worth. And they could have really messed this up. They could have really, this could be their energy. They could be in the 9 of Swords. I mean, this was a failure. You see all these rings? Here. Like, it's like someone played a game like they didn't want to marry you. They want to play like this hard to get. I'm going to like, let's play hard to get. You ain't having that shit. You're like, I don't got time for this. You know, I'm going to go do my thing. I'm going to go handle my shit, get my money, get my pentacles. And now you don't need to have me intimately. You don't need to share my 10 of Pentacles with me. You know, Star in reverse. Because you were cruel. And your little games failed. And you missed the mark here. This is crazy. Lovers in reverse. You're like, fine. You want to play? I don't play. So I'm done. You either want something or you don't. Not, let's just lead it on a little bit more. The lie could be that this person actually wants to marry you. But they acted as if they did not. They acted like this was, that your emotions, that your life, that your value was insignificant, that your emotions were not important enough. This person could have withheld pleasure from you. They could have withheld intimacy, withheld affection, attention. Maybe even some of you withheld money, or maybe they just were all about money. And it was a game. It's a stupid, childish game. that was an epic failure. Let me zoom. Can you guys see that? It says failure. I don't know. All right, whatever. Someone could like archery. Someone could like fencing. Archery or a gun range. I feel like someone has a lot of childhood trauma. They're stuck in their childhood. You got kindergarten teacher. You got the game master. It's like I'm getting a master manipulator. And they played with the wrong person. And they lost this game of chess. Because why? Because you weren't fucking playing a game. You're the Queen of Swords. And this person's a high priestess in reverse. Doesn't matter if this is a masculine and you're a feminine or vice versa. Or the same gender. You got the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, high priestess in reverse. This person, you know, is immature. Emotionally immature. It's like this person is stuck in kindergarten. Or what age did you start learning chess? That's the age this person is stuck in. And like, I'm even seeing like science class. Remember when you had the magnifying glass and you had to look? Like, what is this? Someone worked at this game. They invested. And there's watches here. There's all these watches. Like someone's watching. They're watching to see if these games will work. They're watching to see your next move. You're not even you're 10 steps ahead of this person. You've already kicked the king's ass. The king has failed. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty, what is it? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses. And you got the horse here. And all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. Okay, that just fell out. 3 swords in reverse. Virtue. Someone could be from New York. FD, I'm not sure. That could be feds, federal. I have no idea. You could be coming out of this. This could have put 3 swords in your heart and you're recovering from it. You had to climb out of this heartbreak. You had to climb out of the inferno. You see how that looks like a lot of fire? This is swords energy, right? Which is air energy. But this is like, looks like fire. And it's like you descended to hell and you had to climb your ass out. And you know, maybe you fell back and then fell back and then fell back and then finally climbed your ass out. And now you're the diamond in the rough. And that's not even a freaking diamond, but it might as well be because I just said it was. It's like, don't you have to burn something to make a diamond? Maybe you don't. But there has to be a lot of pressure cooking. It's just like you were the diamond the whole freaking time. And you had to recover from this cruelty, this game. When all you had wanted to give was an Ace of Cups. True love. You be coming into abundance, celebrating here? Or this person could have celebrated. Celebrated this cruelty. You know, it says in, I'm telling you, someone could have celebrated being cruel to you. They could have got pleasure in this wickedness, this game. This person could have been out partying with friends and family while you were in the 9 of Swords. Make that make sense. Well, I'll just put this person on hold while I go out and party. I don't care if they're crying over me. Should teach them a lesson. Huh. I'm not going to go over there and give them my love. No, I'm going to reject my love and teach them a lesson. Huh. Huh. How dare they? Huh. go. It's like you're not even mad at this person. You're disappointed. You're disappointed. This is disappointment. You could have broken a lot of things in your house. You see all the glass broken? You're disappointed because you thought this was your Ace of Cups. For some of y'all, your person could have been in a commitment or married. You see the ring? They could have made it seem like they were going to give you a ring. Meanwhile, they could have already been in a commitment or had a ring or gave someone else a commitment while being cruel to you, playing a big old game. A game of lies and deception, manipulation, playing with divine love. Valor, Seven of Swords, a seducer, Knight of Cups. Just a game to get you in the bed, but with only intent to betray you. Lure you in, and then fill the bathtub with just nothing but sorrow, where you don't even want to get in. Maybe you couldn't see who you slept with, because maybe you weren't really sleeping with anyone, just an empty vessel. You could write a film on the agony you've been in. Look at that, filmmaker. You could make a film on it. Look at that. It even looks like a snake in the tub. This person wanted you to drown in your sorrow. Seduce you. Whip you with chains. Seven of Swords. Chant like the Nazis. Valor. Betray you. Lie, deceive, play a game. But she's the Queen of Swords, motherfucker! Yeah, I'm doing that for all my queens out there and kings. Alright, King of Swords, Queen of Swords ain't got time for bullshit. Alright? Alright. She's doing just fine. What's that song? I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine on my own without you in my life. The Boyz II Men song? Yep, that's what she's doing. Or that's what he's doing. So that's why this was a failure. Oh. But now I'm really getting, this person is not taking a shower. They're in sorrow. They're not even focused on all these other people they used to bring to the bar. Their cinema is empty. Not one person in the seat. And this person is visualizing you, remembering you. All right? Their sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Right? You reminded them of them as a little child when they were the happiest. Before they had their life stripped away. This person could have severe childhood trauma. So in all this aside, when I see kindergarten teacher and I see this little boy, something happened to this child where they're stuck. But maybe they met you so they could grow up. I don't look at I tried to see it from a bird's eye view, up. Because, you know, our ways are not God's ways. So the more you can think like God, the better off you are. The more forgiving you are. The more free you are in the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul. something happened to this child where they were fine. And this child could have been abandoned the same way they abandoned you. Maybe at the age of 9. This is 9 of Swords. Maybe before the age of 9. You got 3, 7, 5, 10, 7, 4, 3, 8. A child could have been quite young. What happened to this boy? Because he never grew up. Could be a girl. Leo. Someone could be a Leo. This person isn't a failure. They failed to connect with you. It's like this child wanted to trick their mother or father to get away with something that they know they shouldn't have done, so they wouldn't get in trouble. And instead of you like reacting like with a whip and a chain, maybe this person was beat as a child. Instead of reacting like that, you seems like you just, and this Queen of Swords, she doesn't have the sword up. It's sitting in the cup or sitting on the side. This is the painter. It's like painting the life story of this boy whose childhood was lost. You got to look at it from a different perspective, you guys. A place from understanding. And it's like she's sitting there kind of painting this little boy's story. And it's like, and she's kind of standing up for this little boy. It's time to grow up. But like, she's not mad. She's not bitter. Some of the Queen of Swords is she looks very aggressive. Not in this deck. That sword is sitting, the sword is down. All right, but she has a boundary set. I don't see the Queen of Cups. And the High Priestess in reverse is already out, but I'm getting a feeling this Queen of Swords is on to this person. She's just not entertaining this. She's focused on painting and being at peace. Not playing games. Not being violent, not being aggressive with the sword up, but not entertaining it either. That's what I'm getting your energy is. Very beautiful energy, my collective. Beautiful. Because you're not putting up a fight. You're not mad. You're doing something else. You're focusing on what you're good at. Whatever art thing you're good at here. And it's like you can see how she's looking up to the sky. You can see something that this little boy is stuck. And it's like, this boy could have something from, it's like this, what I'm getting is like this boy has an only a childhood memory. The best memory this child has is from a kindergarten or teacher. And this makes me want to cry. The only time they ever felt love was probably from this kindergarten teacher. So they have no idea how to give you love except to play a game. Because maybe their parents only played a freaking game and never showed this person love. So when they felt love for the first time and you set boundaries, they feel like a failure. And you guys, I may get sidetracked and not finish my sentences. Forgive me when I do that. I do it all the time. This is a very deep story. All right? And know that tarot is for entertainment purposes only. But something happened to this boy. It's where he acts out to get attention, but he withdraws to get attention. Because when he did something, like the punishment could have been whips. You got a lot of whips there. Like when I see this visual, I get like a slave with their back ripped. I'm getting like this person as a little boy, like just wanted to go out and as a knight, you know, you go out and just slaughter a slaughter house. And you see even this kindergarten teacher has like, it looks like it could be paint, but this kindergarten teacher could be blood. Someone's out for blood. But that's not what they need. And you got this bottle, like this child was treated like cruel as a baby. You see how the baby's just laying there in the bottle, and maybe this baby can't reach to grab this bottle. I'm getting someone who was severely neglected as a child. Severely. Abandoned or abused or both. A lot of whips, a lot of abandonment, not a lot of love. And unfortunately, it came out on you. But I actually get that you healed this Knight of Swords trauma. So he can remember what love is, his divinity. It's so weird. And it could be a she. You guys can flip the roles. I have a Knight of Cups here and a Knight of Swords. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 2 knights. We got player and someone who plays a game. All right. Maybe very sexy, can charm the ladies. But maybe this person is used to people acting aggressively, and maybe you just put the sword down and didn't have a fight left in you, and you just focused on you. And this is where the shift changes with this masculine here. And now all they can think about is you. And they're not showering. They're not having sex. I'm getting this person was a player. This person could be actually throwing around and breaking their own glass. They need to. This person has a lot of trauma. Some could be a Scorpio. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You see the scorpion in the glass there? This person had pinchers. All right? There's something, though, that if they're cross-watchers, if you guys are this boy, you're going to know it. Don't be ashamed. We've all played stupid games. We've all sinned. Is there a memory that you have with your kindergarten teacher? I'm just curious. Because that's when this little boy was the happiest in his life. And it's fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. So give this person grace. Yeah, they hurt the fuck out of you. But, you know, oftentimes we've never... I listen to this... I'm not Jewish. But I listened to this wise Jewish man talk about he could never judge. And mind you, Jesus taught, judge not lest you be judged. And this is a Jewish man. And he's not a Messianic Jew, which is a Jew that believes in Jesus. But he's very, very wise, very humble, very kind. Teaches a lot about how to be a good husband and a good wife. You know, how to make a marriage work. He's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful soul. And he will be going to heaven. But he talks about that he can never judge anyone because he has never lived in their shoes. He's never thought the way they thought. He's never been through what they've been through exactly the way they've been through it. And he hasn't, you know, experienced and you don't feel the same way. You don't live the same way. You don't experience the same way. You don't receive the same way. You don't react the same way. You have no reason to judge at all. I listened to this woman. She was a nurse. And she had a near-death experience. You know, I talk about in my near-death experiences. One day I'll get into mine. But she had a near-death experience where she was with a coworker, and she did not like this coworker. Her coworker was nasty and mean all the time. And this coworker, she misjudged this coworker because and this I can kind of relate to. But she was shown, when she had a near-death experience, she was shown with that coworker. She had such animosity. That's why it was so specific to her and her near-death experience and how she misjudged. Because in what measure you measure, it shall be measured unto you. Judge not, lest you be judged. She was judged by her own accord. Like Jesus says, I judge no one. And even in the afterlife, you were sitting there judging yourself. And you have to feel what you put everyone else through, and you kind of see their life. So you understand, like, oh my God, I get it now. But she was looking, she saw, and it was her childhood, where her dad sexually abused her. And, she understood why she was the way she was, and she never, ever said another thing. Like she couldn't believe that she was actually, she saw her as very good after that. Like, I can't believe, even on her bad days, she's good considering what she saw, what she went through. She's like, I can't believe she even turned out to be a nurse and wanted to save and heal people from what she experienced. And she just thought she was a nasty bitch. She was actually a very good nurse. So it's you have to look at it from a bird's eye view. Whoever this, I'm getting it, it's a little boy. And I'm getting like somebody didn't even feed this person a bottle. And yes, you got the wrath of their childhood trauma, and you're disappointed in this person, and now this person is fixated on you. And yeah, they got a lot of fucking issues, to say the least. Alright? And I know I be getting onto that shit, like, how the fuck you fucking stupid ass motherfucker? You know, but you have to look at it from, I hope that helps people see things from a different point of view, because you don't know what other people are going through. But I'm curious to see how this person views you now, because I get you guys are in isolation. This person treated you like crap, and they're starting, the high priestess was in reverse at the beginning. I'm curious to see what they're feeling like now that you've distanced yourself, but peacefully. They have maybe been used to a violent lifestyle. When they would act out as a child, they would get, you know, aggressive punishment. But you're just giving punishment kind of like, okay, well, do your thing. And you're being at peace and focusing on you. And it's causing a shift and breaking generational curses. So whoever you are, keep doing you. And to people that want to be vicious, try to be more kind, loving, and compassionate like Jesus did. Jesus was, because we need to shift and raise the vibration of this earth, no matter how aggressive we get. And I know I can kind of go backwards and forth in my readings, and I can get very angry, and then I can get very, like, calm. But this particular story, this someone who he needs a little grace. It's not an excuse. Everyone has childhood trauma. It's not an excuse. But nobody's perfect. You're not perfect either. I don't care what you say, you're not. Get the speck out of your own eye. All right? None of us are perfect. And the worst thing we can do is never realize our own flaws. Because until you do that, you cannot change anything. If you want to change the world, the only thing that you control is yourself. So you start with yourself. All right? And that goes for this masculine who needs to grow the fuck up. And it's not a bad thing at all. It's because it'll heal him of shit that he did not deserve at all. Whoever this was, that little boy did not deserve to be abused, neglected, abandoned as a child. So us as humans need to show that love and that forgiveness. No matter if this person, y'all may be able to make this work. Even if this person fooled around and shit, they get their fucking shit together. But the thing is, you put your Queen of Swords up and with grace and focused on yourself in this visual I get from this particular deck. All right, so let's tune in and see. Wow, this is one of the most powerful readings I've ever done. I'm telling you, I'm going to take these cards. They're in regret. You're the Queen of Swords. And they're in the Knight of Swords. And they were also in the Knight of Swords when they were a child. I got to find that card again. I gotta find it. And I know I shuffled it back in here, didn't I? Because you saw that Nine of Swords in here. And it was a baby at the bottom of the Nine of Swords. And then now they're back in the Nine of Swords. You're triggering this person into a dark night of the soul. All right? Because this person has severe... I'm telling you, this isn't a card, but look at the whips on the back. I'm telling you, someone has been in prison since they were a child, mentally. Where is it? There it is. Okay. See, even she has the queen, she has the sword up, but she's not, like, at it, like, like, you know you're gonna stab. Like, she just has it, like, she has her boundaries set. That's awesome, beautiful energy, guys. This person's in regret. That's what they need. They need to feel remorse. They need to feel it. This person is a baby with the Nine of Swords, and then they go to an adult in the Nine of Swords. And it's healing. This could be 18 years. 9 plus 9 is 18. We got 5 as well. 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 9 is 9 plus 5 is 14 plus is 5. Someone could be on life path 5, life path 9. Take it as a resonate. I don't know what that means. Y'all can let me know what life path 9 and life path 5 is. That might be what this person is on. But it's like this person goes... That's a lot of swords for someone to endure. But it's weird though, because I'm getting like, this person was in the Nine of Swords as a baby. You were in the Nine of Swords. This person put you in the Nine of Swords as an adult. And that made you the Queen of Swords. But you have to understand, this man or child was in the Nine of Swords at that young age. So you know how much trauma they put you and what you went through at this age? Imagine enduring that as a baby. That's why you have to understand this masculine. Or it could be a feminine. Because if you could barely handle it in your adult life, how the fuck did he? Shh. And yeah, they fucking betrayed you, Seven of Swords. They did. But they're regretting it because you're their Two of Cups. But this person is healing their trauma, but you could have had childhood trauma too. So you guys could be mirrored souls. You got 9-9. Y'all could both have experienced this. Maybe you're the stronger one. Maybe this person is. Maybe not. Maybe you had to feel. Maybe this person abandoned you in your olden days when they were abandoned in their younger days, and you felt what they felt. Have some compassion and mercy on this person. Someone could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got sword, sword, sword. Heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, let's see what the outcome is for these two. You're disappointed in them. It was a painful ending. You got the Ten of Swords, you guys. Y'all both could be going through the Ten of Swords. Bad condition. I'm telling you guys. This could be a lesson for someone to heal. Maybe you didn't let your childhood trauma get to you, and they did, so they could be under harsh judgment. They could have to go through the Nine of Swords now so they could recover. What is this Ten of Swords? This is destruction. So you guys are obviously... This game caused y'all to have a painful ending. It's as simple as that. And it's more swords. Heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is completion here. Okay, so this is a completion of the cycle of painful shit. It can't get worse than the Ten of Swords. So y'all could have experienced the Nine of Swords in childhood and adult, and then you guys both experienced the Ten of Swords. Y'all are, if this works, y'all are a power couple. If this doesn't, it's just a painful ending. All right, let's see the outcome between, what's the outcome for this masculine? Let's put this back in case that's the outcome. What's the outcome for this masculine? What's the outcome for this feminine? Ten of Swords in reverse. This person could have put the feminine and the Ten of Swords in reverse. You're recovering from it. Maybe you needed to take the Ten of Swords. Maybe this person went to the Nine of Swords. You were at the Nine of Swords as adult and child. Maybe this person as a child was at the Nine of Swords. And you had to suffer for their trauma. And you got the Nine of Swords as an adult. And then you got the Ten of Swords. But if you had the Nine of Swords as an adult, I don't think you would have survived like this masculine did. As ironic as that, does that make sense? Let me know if you guys are still listening, if that makes sense. But this is Ten of Swords in reverse. So the masculine is satisfied, hospitable, joyful occasion, could be celebrating. This is good energy. Three Cups in the upright. This is a blessing in disguise. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Major change, improve, end of a cycle, a new beginning here. This could be celebrating with each other, recovering from all this fucking... You have three here. Childhood trauma, adult trauma, and then the trauma y'all caused each other. And then y'all celebrate. It doesn't get worse than the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords in reverse. You guys are finally celebrating and recovering from this. Are they going to... And you got death and the rebirth. Okay? I'm not getting this death. This is liberation. This is extensive change, rebirth. Y'all both went through a dark night of the soul. I think y'all both had childhood trauma. You can flip the roles. I know I was saying little boy because it was the little boy in the sun picture. Someone could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is really heavy. Heavy air. Okay, but we got Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces as well. All right, but any sign could be here. And this person could have juggled you and betrayed you, deceived you, like I said. But I don't think any of that really matters because of what I explained. It doesn't matter. We can get into... I could go on and do this reading for 5 hours and go into, okay, how did they deceive you? With who? And how often? And blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Because y'all went through a death and a rebirth. This person could have... I don't think this person would have survived, possibly. This person may not have survived the Ten of Swords. But this is planned, delayed here. What's the outcome with these two? Let's see what the... Ten of Cups. After the death and the rebirth. It's like y'all went through... There's that video where you got death and then the Ten of Cups. You know how Jesus descended into hell and then he ascended into heaven? That's what this is. It's like that video, that little clip that says, like, imagine a man who never felt appreciated and a woman that, I forgot what the woman was. And then they, climb out of hell, and they become a power couple. That's what I'm saying. And then you guys are going to celebrate after this. And this is going to be debt repayment. This person is going to get back what they took and vice versa. And you guys are going to celebrate together. Someone could be a Virgo here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn as well. We have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Heavy air, like I said. But this person could have been a little narcissistic, but they want to come in with an apology here. The Knight of Cups can be an apology. A new opportunity, a new beginning. it's not like the Ace of Cups, but after this, and this is a blessing in disguise after all these burdens, okay? And they see you as the Queen of Wands. They see your worth as the confident and beautiful Empress energy. You could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this is a new opportunity. Or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, every sign is here. But this is wish fulfillment. That's the last card that was left on my table. That's your reading, y'all. Let me know if it resonates. God bless you all.